y'all. Welcome back. This is the Bluehill Avenue podcast, man. Remember the rules, man. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. What's good, y'all?
I love it.
Yo, it's the podcast, man. Blue Avenue, man. It's been a little minute. We coming back, though. You know, we got some special guests in the building. We got a regular, you know what I'm saying? My homie Develle. How you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, good.
And we got another special guest, Daija. How you doing?
Good.
All right. Tell them a little bit about yourself, you know what I'm saying, before we get into it. Just something that
where to begin?
The podcast fam should know.
So, I'm a Minnesota native. I've been in Florida about 2 years in the Orlando area. Yes, from the O, you for sure. I am a writer, photographer, entrepreneur, you know, whatever you want to call it, for sure. Just happy to be here for the experience, you know, here to support.
No, that's a Snapple fact. And my guy, PK, you know what I'm saying? My barber right here. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you?
First and foremost, I'm a barber. I'm a journalist out here in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Talk about it.
Come out of Arkansas College. Really focus in the media. Really focus on journalism. Really focus on pushing the podcast culture forward here and making my name, PK Prince Kumi, making a staple all over the world. That's my dream.
Let's talk about it. Hey, I like that. That was a fire intro.
Damn.
Man, well, there's so many things that's happened, you know what I'm saying? What we do at the current events portion of this show. It's so much to get into. Should we discuss the Roe versus Wade thing? Or how do y'all have how do y'all feel about it? Whoever wants to go first, I guess.
Ladies first. I think this is most importantly.
How do you feel about because from what I understand, it's only in certain states that they have where you can't legally get abortions. You gotta go out of state to do it.
Yeah.
So
it's just not federally regulated.
Right. Yeah. So I guess I'm sure you wouldn't know how that process is, but how do you think women feel in general that the government's trying to pretty much run women's bodies, basically?
I mean,
you're not in charge of it. Is what they're saying.
We're all angry. I can tell you that we're all angry. We're all disappointed, that the people that are supposed to be representing us are not, and they're deciding that we can't do or make the decisions that we want to make on our own bodies. I feel like if you don't have a uterus, you should not be speaking on doing a kid. Making sure that you have this child. That's not your responsibility. If you didn't, excuse my French, you ain't bust that nut. That's not your business. So
I gotta feel that one.
I was like, yo, you know what to do, Lucky. There you go.
Drop that bomb.
Yeah.
Can't even believe that happened. I was so just surprised, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though obviously it's something we've been building up on, but more so surprised, disappointed.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let me ask Develle this. How do you feel about Clarence Thomas specifically? Because he was one that was adamant about the, pushing the reversal and all that.
King Coon can get up out of here with all that. He always it seemed like he had the most to say, but nah.
If y'all don't know who Judge Clarence Thomas is, he was the human version of that dude in Django, that Samuel Jackson's character in Django.
Uncle Ruckus, no relation.
He's that guy in real life. Yo, bro's a goofy. Oh yeah. I guess, Prince. How did you feel about that whole situation?
I mean, what she said.
Facts.
The bomb again. I like what she said.
Nothing else really need to be said, but from a woman.
Hey, give him that Jamaican air horn real quick.
Oh, yeah, that's hot.
There you go.
Well, yeah. Also, all right. Do you think? I guess going forward, is that something that we could, discuss with Congress and stuff like that? Because they were the ones that made that decision, right? Or
was it the Supreme Court? Yeah.
I'm sorry, not the Congress, Supreme Court. Is that something you think we could get discussed, like an issue that we could, get the narrative get changed from?
See, what's crazy about that situation is that's unprecedented in that, it never happened before.
Right.
Like a Supreme Court decision reversed.
Yeah, facts.
And so that sets the precedence for a lot of things to be reversed.
Yeah.
So,
that's crazy.
It's
definitely gonna get spicy.
Man.
But it's gonna come down to them having either pressure being put on them to leave because that's a lifetime seat. Mm-hmm. They don't have to give it up until they die. So either they got to get replaced and step down for other people to come in to make it happen, or
I think, and it's just how I feel about it. And who am I, right? Just to host of the podcast. But no, I would just say, I ain't gonna lie, I think it's when you do like get into political stuff like that and then you make a decision like that, it's always hard to be taken seriously when you don't even really got a strong opinion on the issue. It's just you go into it like, oh, this is how I'm coming about it, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like you don't really got no, like you're not in it for real. It's just they going with this, so that's what you doing. So like to me, that's corny. But speaking of courts and making decisions, you know what I'm saying? Great transition. R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying? The 30-year sentence. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Robert, Sylvester Kelly, you know what I'm saying?
I want a cookie.
Well, let me, yo, that's crazy. Let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think the time was excessive, or you think it was just right for everything that he allegedly did? I say allegedly, he still got cases.
It wasn't enough.
He still got cases pending, so I say allegedly.
I personally think it was extensive. If you see a lot of, other people of other races getting lower sentences or lesser sentences for some worse.
R. Kelly got.
I don't feel like he deserved that long.
Ain't he like 50 or 60 now already too?
Yeah.
He's up there.
He's up there. Last time I checked, it was 30, so I don't know.
Yeah, 30. That's crazy, man.
The thing about Kelly is like, man, like he's from Chicago, my hometown. Yeah. So it's like, man, like a hero like Will Smith, and he fall in that category. So to see another great fall.
That's actually what we're going to discuss on as a later topic in terms of just, I would say, black greats that had, defamatory things come up to them later in their career, like Michael Jackson, for example, and Bill Cosby. But let me ask y'all this. If 30 was too much, then what did he deserve?
I feel like a 15 would have been okay.
I ain't gonna lie.
For everything that happened.
But it's just so far, though. He still got
he still got the cases that could possibly throw more on top.
Does he have a case here in Minnesota, too?
He does, if I remember. Yeah.
I ain't know that. Damn,
yeah,
it's hot.
I heard about
Minnesota,
that one.
No, see, that 30 was just for off that was the case he had in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, he
that
got
goose cooked.
Did anybody
and that was Fed time. He gonna do most of that.
Did anyone watch the documentary on him?
Surviving R. Kelly?
Yeah, the documentary was intense.
It's wild.
See, I don't know. For me, it's weird because, like, at least I watched the first part and the second part, and they had like two versions of it. But I think it was like meant for it to be taken that way, where it was just like trying to make him look as worse as possible.
Vilify him.
Yeah, right before his trial. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it was like, all right, Lifetime, I see what y'all got going. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all just trying to. To me, it was like they was clout chasing. That was their version of clout chasing. But I mean, it worked. People that wanted to mute R. Kelly, muted R. Kelly. I'll just say this, and again, it's just how I feel about it. It's gonna be hard to cancel R. Kelly when his music is literally ubiquitous. Like it's everywhere. And I ain't even talking about just what he did. I'm talking about stuff he wrote for people. Mm-hmm. He literally wrote for Omarion, Bump Bump Bump. You know what I'm saying? B2K, all that. He wrote all that. Like, and look, that's one example. But if you go down the list, it's on there. All the people he wrote for. He wrote for Genuine, Usher.
So at that point, like,
it's like, how do you cancel somebody that's literally wrote for?
Like, are the artists gonna stop performing it? Like, are they?
At the end of the day, we're still gonna hear him.
Apple Music gonna
stop listening to
delist them? Like,
we're still gonna hear him at the barbecue.
Are you gonna separate the artists from
at the wedding? He's never gonna go away.
I was in a wedding back in April, and they was playing stuff in the.
He's never gonna go away.
Oh yeah,
like, come on, man.
He's gonna be heavy in Southside Chicago too, going crazy at the cookout. Like,
Step in the Name of Love. You can't ignore that one.
Nope,
that's a fact.
You can't watch Space Jam. I believe I can fly. You can't watch Space Jam and be like, nah, skip this part. No, like it's tough.
I was just last week. Somebody I saw this dude driving at the gas station. All I heard was "Girl, we up" in this G. I had to like keep it to myself, but I just kept my head straight.
You started bopping. I know you did.
Hey man, listen, I don't know about all that on camera. You know what I'm saying? But so basically we all saying R. Kelly, it's cooked for him.
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's bad, man. Man, it's crazy.
But I don't want no passes to be put on them parents though either.
No.
Yeah, see, let's talk about it.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
They dirty for what they did to them kids too.
I think it's the same situation with Michael Jackson. Like, all these years later, and I feel like that was a big thing too, because like, with the whole Neverland stuff, was it Surviving Neverland?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what was going on, but it was something where like literally, like, look, let's attack every black superstar, basically, like that. That's legendary. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to have hit records, but I'm talking about they was like, look, let's get everybody that's black that was alive at least, or barely hanging on like R. Kelly. We finna get them. You know what I'm saying? It's time. They not finna stand the test of time and be clean. You know what I'm saying?
They book gonna be tarnishing it.
Yeah, it's always gonna be. Yeah, they did all this. They accomplished Grammys, whatever. But this. So to me, it was trash.
Does R. Kelly's situation as men make you guys want to tighten up?
Right. That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because to me, I feel like, perception is always going to be reality to some people. Like, it's a situation where it don't matter what you say is what you can prove, basically. Shout out to Denzel. But, it's never, like, what you know, for real. It's like, yo, this is, like, solid facts. I was here at this time, whatever. Like, you got to establish your alibi. Like, with a situation like R. Kelly, like, who knows what he was doing? Nobody saw it. It's just what these women kept saying. And it's the same thing with Bill Cosby. There was like, all these women came out saying, he drugged us and all this stuff. But it's, pretty much your word against his. You know what I'm saying? And apparently in his situation, he, admitted
60
to
or
things.
70 and 90.
Yeah,
they
he
all saying
admitted
the same
to it,
thing.
but it was like he still went home. So it's like, I don't know. It's tricky. I feel like you definitely gotta protect your reputation
too. Some got mixed up in the paperwork and something like that, and they were like, in the eyes of the law, this gets defaulted.
Right. To answer your question, though, I think you got to protect your reputation. You got to move accordingly and not fall into the trap.
I need a CID.
Sliding in them DMs is getting real scarce.
Shout out to NDAs. That's all I'm saying.
NDAs, I like that.
Sign here.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like, but speaking of R. Kelly, I feel like he's like the Chick-fil-A of singers. Like, he just...
Chick-fil-A of singers.
Please elaborate.
No, because he got the past that's, tarnished, you know what I'm saying?
But people still gonna be
but think about it. Chick-fil-A's fire, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people love Chick-fil-A, but it's like, ooh, the stuff sauce. With the Chick-fil-A sauce. But it's like, ooh, how y'all feel though, being closed on Sundays? Like, we know how they get down. They don't like a certain group of people, and they made it be known.
Yeah, that's right.
So, R. Kelly don't like older women. You know what I'm saying?
He made that be known.
Allegedly. Don't
He said, how old is too young? Come on now. What you mean allegedly?
He did say that.
And
on live TV.
Thank you.
On live
he
TV.
said, when you say teenager, how old you mean? Yeah. That's what he said.
That was crazy. We know this.
That's tough.
Facts. That's a big fact. Hey, we're going to move on from R. Kelly, man. We're going to talk about that all day. But anyway, I'll put Prince on to the whole DoorDash glitch. I definitely want to talk about that. So, whoever want to go first, do y'all think the people got what they deserve?
I missed the opportunity. I'll tell you.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie, but then I saw the after effect.
You get that perspective. You get that hindsight. I was mad. Me and my coworker was mad. Like, man, we would have did this. We would have did that. 2 days later when we saw them.
People got that money taken back. So basically, they didn't get charged at the time. People kind of like pushed it off or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess they got like a DoorDash loan. If you will.
Basically,
they didn't get the pay right then, but they got their money back.
They definitely,
DoorDash.
People was wilding though. You seen like 38 bottles of Casamigos,
$13,000 worth of liquor. Like you said,
someone bought a TV. They showed the pictures at Wingstop, bags just piling up.
I went crazy.
And the drivers was getting tipped too. On top of that,
I like
they made sure the drivers was getting tipped. So shouts out to them drivers. But you see the next day, negative 27,000.
See, they're slow. You should have ordered a new card. You should have ordered a new card.
There was this. I'm assuming scammers was the ones that was behind this anyway. You don't never put your name, address, and all that. If you finna take
next
over
door
some,
neighbor,
I ain't finna do it some my address and my name. Like, no, like
that's how we used to do the pizza scam.
Ain't finna get my card information and
no.
Man, what?
Use a card you don't use.
Lucky, that was terrible.
Man.
But basically the DoorDash glitch, a lot of people was getting over, but they came and got their money back.
That CEO was pulling up door to door like, excuse me, I'm gonna need that paper.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And did
Debo mode.
Man.
Yeah, man, that was a big. That was like I think a week or two ago.
Once you got them off 40.
The Dashers was busy that night.
Oh yeah, they was running all around town.
The Dashers was busy.
Hope they got a couple dollars.
Oh,
I hope so, man.
I'm sure.
But no, okay. We're going to get into the first topic. And I'm actually interested to hear your opinion on this. So, the topic says, how do you determine if someone is good for the moment or good for the future? And what are those qualities?
Oh, wow.
So, whoever wants to go first on that one.
I love that. I love that. That's deep.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. So, what are those qualities when you looking for somebody, like, how you determine, like, I guess, Miss Right from Miss Right now? You know what I'm saying? Right for now.
I think someone's morals and values sets them aside for if they're good for right now or good for ever.
Yeah.
People, you can tell what type of person somebody is by how they move and who they hang out with and what they like to do or how they feel on certain things.
No, that's a fact.
So that's definitely big for me.
See, I think it's bigger than, like, just say women, too. I feel like this definitely goes for men. Because I saw something where this lady was like red flags, you know what I'm saying? Like, just stuff to look out for. Like, say, and there's different type of men and different type of women. She was talking about, like, insecure men and then the insecure woman. Mm-hmm. Like, stuff that shows, like, if they always want to be around you or just something
trying
small.
To clock where you going type thing.
Yeah. And it's the same thing for men. It was like, she was like, girl, if you always texting you who you with, where you at, who you going with.
Send me a picture of who in the
room.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something you got to look out for.
You need to block that.
And see, that's actually what I'm talking about too. But being like, what's the difference between being, overprotective or, just being very concerned? Is that like a difference? You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's where it come in, where somebody's doing too much. Like, they always want to be around you. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know, it's tricky. But I guess how do you feel? What's the difference between somebody that's good for the future and somebody that's good for now? How do you determine that?
I think personally it's also your intentions on what you're trying to do as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if you go into a situation with this is just right now, there's certain things that you aren't gonna pay attention to or even listen or anything like that. But if you actually stop to listen and actually kind of pick up on cues and personality traits and everything like that, right, and kind of open up a little bit more, it's a little bit easier to see too. But I don't know, it's a tough one because even personally, Mr. Right now can possibly turn into a future. It's just depending on if you're willing to, check into it too. But it's a tough street though.
I mean, I want to mention about something like right now. It depends on if shout out to Exchange. If I'm in Exchange and after a couple shots of Casamigos,
we had that topic.
Depending on how much Casamigos I get, that's how I know if you go for right now.
Oh no, see, we got to get a better alcoholic view on things.
Because I am not Mr. Casamigo.
No tequila,
listen, right?
Nah, that brings my Mr. Right Now.
I just saw that text thing.
That brings Mr. Right Now, right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let me ask you this, Prince, because I feel like because you've probably been around the block a little bit. Can you tell me what's red flags we should look for in I guess in women, and then I'm gonna come to you, Daija, about red flags in men. So what's stuff that's
the biggest thing right now? I say red flag is work ethic. If you
and do you think if she got her cash app in her bio, is that?
Oh man, that's tough. Like,
if she pull out the chime card,
you know what I'm saying? Is that just hustling, or is she being petty out here? Like, what's the difference?
I mean, I ain't never seen the cash up in the bio yet, man. That's crazy.
Well, the link.
Definitely a good thing.
To me, that's like I don't want to say it's like begging, but to me, it's
begging.
like
it's
begging.
You want to talk to me? Bless my cash app type.
Unless you have a business or something, that's begging.
Yeah,
but it's supposed to be on your website.
The link tree when it's the OnlyFans.
Your social media might be your platform.
I don't like the link tree.
No link tree. No, that's definitely a.
Unless you're doing if it's a link tree where it's like you got music on there or videos, a website. But if it's
if you keep scrolling and then it's the
OnlyFans at the bottom and it like bounce up and stuff, I ain't
unless you're an artist on OnlyFans.
As you can tell, I've been there before. It's been a long time. But no, tell me. I guess I was asking originally, what was the red flags that you see for women that you take seriously and then women that you don't?
Long term, it's like work ethic. Like
for sure.
When you ask a woman what you trying to be, like how she listed out a list of things that she's trying to be. Some girls be like, man, I don't know, I'm just living day by day. Hey man, listen, I can't fix that car off day by day. I need your help.
I hear you. I feel like it's cool to not know what you don't, not know what you want to do right, I guess, at this moment. Because it took me a long time, too. I didn't know that I'd be doing what I was doing, but...
I have a little dream.
Yeah, but no, it's a problem when
Even
you're stagnant.
Yeah.
To me, I think that's kind of where you're going. When you just like, all right, if you doing stuff and, you're trying to figure it out, but, you're not sure where you're going. To me, it has to be an end goal somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, like... Yeah, if you just, going through the motions and, it's another year you passing by and you just, you know what I'm saying? And, to me, that's when it's like, all right, I can't really rock because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, and until you figure it out, then, I can't do nothing for you, basically. So, that's, at least for me, that's what I would say.
But it's okay to be stagnant as long as you, just like you said, as long as you have some sort of goal or plan or something.
Whatever
like,
it is.
You could be stagnant right now, but in a year, you could be doing a completely different thing.
Yeah, because what I'm saying, too, is like it's attractive if a woman says she want to be, for example, the president, even if she's never going to become the president, it's attractive. Oh, man, you're a doctor, because then you start seeing her and viewing her through that lens. Like, man, she's a phlebotomist.
Anesthesiologist.
It just sounds good. You like, then you tell your homies, man, I'm talking to this girl. She about to be an anesthesiologist. What he said?
Anesthesiologist.
Yeah, I like that.
Just big.
See, I ain't gonna lie, it's this girl that I like a lot. And low key, I was, giving her options. Like, I was putting it out there, like, you know what I think you'd be good at? I think you could be a course stenographer. You know what I'm saying? It's just because even if you don't know, it's just
big.
It's the people that they type up, at the court what they be saying and all that stuff.
Every single thing.
Like, that's a fly job. And I was just like, if you don't, like, she knows what she want, but to me, it's like, if you don't, then if I like you enough, then I'm gonna help you look. I'm like, all right, what are you good at? You know what I'm saying? We can start there and then we can work and figure it out. Because that's kind of how I did it for me. I'm like, all right, what can I do? Think I can probably be good at this. Then and then it's basically knowing yourself. I'm like, okay, do I see myself doing this for the rest of my life? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's, like, for me, I'll give y'all an example. I wanted to be a therapist at one time. Then I'm like, do I want to hear people's problems all the time?
All day
Probably
long?
not all day.
All day? Damn, bro, I got my own problems, bro. Listen to me.
I gave myself a specific example. I was like, how would I deal with, for example, like a rape victim or something like that? I wouldn't know, because I don't know what advice to give them. Like, so I can't
I'm too emotional. I'd be in there crying with your girl.
I'm like, man, suck that shit.
I'd be like, if they tell me, like, what am I supposed to do? I was like, look, let me write you this prescription. Because I don't know what to take.
5 milligrams Xanax.
Yeah, so I knew that wasn't going to be for me. And then it was a lot of things. Like, I wanted to be a parole officer for, like, a couple years. Like, and I was really going to pursue that. But then the opportunity came, and I ended up doing what I was doing. People that know, they know.
Shout out to my uncle.
Yeah, but I couldn't, I basically had to have that talk to myself. Like, all right, what is it for me? Like, what is that thing? And I pursued it and I went after it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about, in terms of relationships, if you care about somebody, you got to have that talk with them. Like, all right, what are you good at? You know what I'm saying? What do you see yourself doing? What can you tolerate? And then, you
like,
just
let's push you in the right direction. And even if,
even if you don't know,
you don't get that, you got some idea of something else that you get.
Right.
Exactly. There's plenty of work out there. So, it's all about trying to find
that person, though. So it's nice when you do.
It's really nice when you do, yeah.
No, that's a fact. But I'm sorry, Daija, what were you going to say about the red flags with men that, I guess, the young lady
I'm going to bounce off of what Prince was saying. Work ethic for me, work ethic for me is very, very, very prevalent. Like, if you sitting on your mama couch, not helping her with no bills, you ain't got no car, you got multiple kids, you're not taking care of,
help your mama,
not paying child support, not I can't do that. I can deal with the man with children, but you have to be active. I can't.
No, that's a fact.
I don't have any kids, so it's nice if you don't. But
no, I feel you on that.
Work ethic for sure for me. Let me think. Having multiple kids, I don't like multiple kids.
That's a red flag. Multiple kids
over 2, we gonna have a problem because that's too many different people.
But 2 is a
What's the age
is
range? I guess, like, for having over more than 2 kids.
I'd probably say I'm 22, so anywhere 22 to 30, I feel like is okay.
So, all right, you gotta have under 2 in their age range.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's too many. Like 3, 4, 5. Like.
Oh no.
That's too
many.
many.
That go for the same for ladies.
Fat. Oh my God.
Don't pull up. Don't pull up in the minivan.
Do not
pull up in the minivan thinking I'm finna get.
That's McDonald's. Too many heads, too many people to feed.
I was just telling Daija, it was a time where I was going down the steps, I almost fell because there was toys on the steps. I'm out here finna break my have a torn meniscus.
He was finna be out there like an NFL player. He's out for the year.
I'm trying to watch my stuff going down the stairs. Just toys.
That definitely done happened to me. I was dealing with a chick with 3 kids.
Man,
We want to wrestle. One slipped up with daddy. I said,
Oh.
nah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm glad you said that. I had that happen one time. I was at it wasn't a Chuck
That
E.
just
Cheese.
means
It
you're a
was
nice
somewhere.
guy.
Oh, I'm amazing.
Yo, drop a bomb for that.
I'm amazing.
Nah, I was at some little, what is the place that got the little bouncing stuff?
Bouncy
Sky
house?
Zone.
Sky Zone. Thank you. I was in there and like this person I knew from high school, they happened to run into me and they thought I had like a family or whatever. I'm like, oh, hey, this
Just
ain't
me.
that. We just
This is
chilling.
not
Like,
me,
I don't know them.
I definitely have my stepdaddy license.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh my
I'm stepdaddy today. That's what that is. For the day.
For the day, yeah.
Right, type shit.
Just
but-
for the night, huh?
Is it his shoe size? Is that a red flag for you?
I don't want to say too much, but shoe size that's a big indicator for me.
Oh man, let's talk
I'm gonna
about
let
it.
y'all fill in the lines, but shoe size is a big indicator for me for sure. Tells me a lot about a man.
You know what? I'm glad we talking about
Is it
red
shoe
flag.
size?
Yeah, hey.
More shoe size or shoe like choice?
No,
like
shoe
you out here with felines?
shoe size, shoe choice, but nah, you gotta
You
have
got
some sort
you
of
got
like
the
I'm
British
not a,
Knights on. Like it's
we
a
ain't gotta be
problem,
a
but they
Nate Brand
size
type of dude,
16s.
but you know, you gotta have some nice shoes going on. I don't walk around with dusty shoes. You don't want me walking around with busted sandals, and you know, I'm not that type of female. So
like that.
I would
Let's
expect
talk
you
about
to
it.
come with some,
You know, match
some
my
decent,
fly. You know,
decent shoes. You ain't gotta be crazy, but
What about the hoochie daddy shorts? You feeling that?
I like the hoochie daddy shorts. I don't know about everybody else, but
you
I
gotta
like
be
them.
able to wear those.
Exactly. You have to be able to wear them. I like them.
All right.
The next topic was, and this is
Embrace
just
your
a
legs,
general
fellas.
question. Yeah, that's right.
Big or small.
Wear
you
like
know?
a man though, for sure.
That's right. That's it. All right, this is a quick question I wanted to talk to y'all about, and I guess this is more for Daija too. But who has less problems, the main girl or the side chick?
The main
Less
girl.
problems.
The main girl.
Less girls have. Wait, hold on. Main girl has less problems
Oh,
than
you
the
said,
side
I
chick?
thought you were saying more. No.
Less. Yeah,
The
less
side girl
problems.
definitely has less problems.
Okay, and I guess what would those problems be for the main girl because it's the side chick going on, or?
Well, I mean, she deal with all the man shit. The side girl only, get what she need to
when
get
the man
and
is
go
too
on about her
stressed.
day. The main girl is dealing
that's
with
right.
everything from him, his laundry, his food.
What was that movie
Everything.
we watched that movie too the other day? The
Trois.
Menage a Trois, yeah.
That's
But Fool, like, you see that movie? And so, yeah, basically it's a movie about a dude, he want to have a threesome with this girl, and then
Yep.
all this crazy stuff happened afterwards.
Yep.
But yeah, no, literally, we were just talking about that and like how, she wasn't even a side chick, it was
She
just.
wasn't. She was just kind of like the third person.
Yeah, it's the third. You know
Jumping
what I'm saying? They had a threesome and then she just popped in. But how stuff with it? Because no, I bring that up because I guess that all relates. But how being a side chick and all that, or just being a mistress, all that relates to the conflict. Like every time it happens with somebody or a couple. Anytime you bring somebody else in, it always get complicated. Somebody catch feelings, and then it get difficult. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where, I try to teach on this show. I don't got all the answers, but
Drop
I
a ball
definitely, if
now,
you want to
like-
avoid any type of problems, facts. If you any type of problems you can avoid, please do so and act accordingly with that one. Cause
Yeah.
you don't want to be a main chick. Or if you want to be the main chick, and you don't want the side chick stuff going on, like you gotta be careful. And I would say for dudes too, if you a side dude out here, and then the main girl want to bring you in, like I know what you've been doing. I've been a side dude. Like,
Don't do that because you're gonna do me how
Right,
we
I was like,
did.
you think I don't see you? Like I just like we in here in this man bed in his house, and you think I'm just
Wait,
so you think I'm just
so
stupid?
women ask for those
That
type
hit a
of-
little too
Yeah,
home.
we
I
do.
didn't. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen it before.
We definitely do.
I experienced it before.
Yeah,
So where a woman will want to have two guys and I'm
man. No, okay, so I feel
That's
you.
running
though.
the train though. Like,
Or even
we
have
clear
you
on
take
that?
that place and then act like,
Yeah.
yeah.
wait.
In the situation I saw, it was because her man was a truck driver, so he was never home like that. So she was lonely. And then I had another situation that it's not me. I'm just saying what I
I ain't pointing no
That's why
elbows.
you gotta always preface with that. No, seriously, I promise it wasn't me. But there was another one where her man was in the army. No, her man was in the army and he
Pulled
was
a
never home for
Jody.
that. Yo, get him a Jamaican era.
Shout out to my military folks.
He was in the army, and then the other dude that was the truck driver, man. But I heard about both situations where it's just they, was lonely and they needed some type of affection while they was gone.
That sound like some porn.
So did she ask for permission? Huh? Did she ask for permission to do this, or
I don't think so.
Definitely
I wasn't a part of it.
I wonder how a woman would bring that. How do you bring that conversation to your man?
Like
sure
y'all bring the conversation of bringing another woman in the same way.
Yeah, no, you can't tell that man that. She'll get decked in her head. I'm saying that the woman that was doing that.
Oh yeah.
I was just wondering, while you out, can I hop on Dino?
Yeah, no, that wasn't. That's probably not how you do it.
You getting flicked in the forehead.
How do you ask for something like that?
Personally, I've never asked, so I didn't know.
Did and just
I've never asked.
Bygones be bygones.
How I would ask, I would just sit down, have the conversation. So you're really busy. You're not really here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about if we should bring someone else in, type thing. I would just ask, and if he just politely declines, then that's gonna be the end of the conversation.
Are you still gonna do it though?
No.
That's
okay. I'm actually glad you said that because I'm gonna keep it going. And this is one we kind of talked about before too. Can a relationship work if one person in the relationship is successful and the other one isn't? And what I mean by that is, like say a woman has like a well-paying job, she's like a dentist or something, right? And her dude, he getting workman's comp, and he's staying at the crib playing 2K. Like how does that work? Does that dynamic match up to you guys?
Anybody want to go first?
Shout out to 2K. Shout out to
man.
Shout out to 2K, man.
Shout out to Ronnie 2K, man.
Hey, shout out to Ronnie 2K. Hey, man, listen, 2K is life. Ball is life. Especially. So I mean,
good
sometimes
hours.
That's where all y'all attention goes.
Listen,
shout out to the
sometimes you just gotta understand, man. Listen, I might miss work for 3 weeks for 2K. No, I'm just especially when it drop in September.
Ooh.
Well, look. To answer the question directly, I don't think a relationship could work if one person is successful and the other one isn't. Only because, like, you're going to expect a lot from that person, depending on who you are. Like, I feel like with men, we don't really, like, care that much. Because, say if our girl making less than us, usually they want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ideal, I guess.
It's like a power play.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but no, eventually, you don't want her to just do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to bring some to the table instead of saying, I am the table. And then I feel like the women, I know.
am the table.
Right, I know for women. I know women ain't finna. If you ain't doing nothing,
get your leg.
I always use the example. Imagine and Daija, I feel like you could feel this. So close your eyes. Imagine you on your way home. Right, you worked a long day in Florida. You know what I'm saying?
9-hour shift.
9-hour shift. You come home. You open the door. All you see is a grown black man laying on your couch with the AC on.
In his drawers.
In his drawers. And you don't work all day. You gonna be mad as hell.
Ain't no dinner cooked.
Like,
absolutely.
Ain't no dinner cooked.
Right.
Sure. Laundry on the floor.
Ain't no dishes in the sink, trash filled.
I don't think it could work. Either way, if the woman was doing it, if the man was doing it, either way.
Yeah, we gotta stop that in 2022.
For sure.
Be better significant others.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, what was that again?
We gotta stop that in 2022, man.
Okay.
That should have left before the pandemic.
Man.
We gotta get to work.
Yeah.
We trying to get somewhere. We trying to get somewhere, man, 2022.
You're right. That's to the bag.
Yeah, we trying to get somewhere, man. So it's like, man, that 2K it gotta have Sundays only or something like that.
I definitely think if in anything you do, it involves some type of sacrifice. You got to give up some. Now I ain't saying give it up all the way completely, but if you're trying to get stuff done, you know what I'm saying, you got to cut some stuff off. You know what I'm saying?
Budget your time wisely.
Yeah, man, because you don't know how much. We talked about that actually on the last podcast. You only given a certain amount of time here anyway, so why waste it? You know what I'm saying? First of all, in a bad relationship, but it's something you don't see going forward. You don't know how much time you got, like for real. So
that's a good way to look at it.
Man, yeah, you gotta spend it the right way. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be. At least for me, I don't want to live with regrets. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in my mind, think about what if. So I always try to go into everything where I'm like, all right, if it didn't work, if it did, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like
you tried it.
I put you know what I'm saying. I put my all into it, and I did it the right way. That type of thing. So yeah. Basically, to the question about success, like I would agree. It's hard both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. If it's
deal
that
with that
type of
person.
situation though, you just laying low, you're not doing nothing at home, not helping the household at all, none of that. Not gonna work.
Man.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work at all.
Someone's gonna get fed
Hit
up.
that Usher. Watch this. You know what I'm saying? Confessions. Let me see. What's the other one?
Hey, shout out to Usher. He killed that.
Yeah, that Tiny Desk.
killed that.
Shout out to
Came
Usher.
back.
He was like,
vocals.
I'm sick of all these people out here thinking they can sing. I'm finna show
Yeah,
y'all.
we did it
He
for
shut
He did that
everybody
right.
up.
Wasn't that right after that versus?
Right after the verses
he's
with
like-
Omarion
Omarion,
and Mario.
Yeah, not
Shout
on
out
this
to
They
side.
thought they could sing.
Mario.
I'ma show
Not
you
on this
singing.
side. We
Shout out
got
to Mario.
vocals.
Bro, oh, by the way, Jeremiah, you hurt my heart, man. You
Man.
one of my favorite singers.
I can't even listen to his music
Jeremiah
no
hurt my
more.
heart. Bobby V hurt my heart that night too.
Bro, I can't even look. Ray J.
Sammy.
Oh my God, Sammy killed it. He held the whole show down.
Retired today.
He held the whole show.
Hey, shout out to Ray J.
You know how much I went hard for Ray J with that one wish?
Man.
I came on the next show
Yelling
and
in that
told y'all
baby
Ray J
ear.
can't take no L's, bro. And
He
damn,
did that.
little did we
Ray
know.
J, come
He
on,
still
man.
got that Kim Kardashian.
Oh
Man,
man,
listen,
She
we gonna
cold.
forget about that now after
Right.
this. So I was like,
like
come on, bro.
this man right here did that.
Like, no, it's over with.
Hey, shout out to Ray J still.
Yeah.
No,
That's a
shout
fact.
down to Ray J. 'Cause
Shout
that
out
was
to
not
Ray.
it.
Shout out to Raycon. Shout out to
still in
Scooty
that
And I
Bike.
love One Wish. Sexy cannot love
Oh
it,
my
but
God,
not.
sexy.
All right.
Shout out to Young Bird.
Yeah, we can get shout out to
Hey,
Bird.
Hitmaker.
Hitmaker. He doing his thing.
But nah, so my next question was, how do y'all feel about arranged marriages?
Nope.
This is something that, not at all. Because I feel like we see that a lot, especially here in Minnesota.
Man, that's so
With like the
old
Hmong community.
I feel
and,
so bad for
Somali.
anyone that has to deal with that. Like, if you're
Yeah.
used to it, great. If that's what your religion would like to do, great. But me personally, absolutely not.
That's because we're used to being so free and stuff like that.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was you gonna say, Prince? I'm sorry about the arranged.
I'm gonna lean on what she said.
Okay.
I mean, because she kind of answered it in both ways and saying like, hey, if you're used to it, you know, kudos
Yeah,
to you.
the
But
religion.
if you ain't used to it and you got that freedom to choose, you know, she might want somebody that's 6'3".
Yeah. Well, let me. Wow, that's specific.
Okay,
so
She might want somebody a little, you know.
You too short for me or something like
guy.
that.
Yeah,
but
but-
that also comes with that freedom of choice.
yeah.
Yeah.
See,
But
exactly.
I don't want my daughter.
What if your choice is bad though? That's where I was gonna be like the, I guess the devil's advocate for. Like, what if you got the freedom of choice, but you choose somebody that ain't good for you?
Right.
Arranged
need
marriages
to-
last longer.
Because I would.
They do. So-
Arranged marriages last longer. I know 3 people that have arranged
is
marriages.
true.
One of my bosses, he said,
Thank
he's
you.
like they're great.
That's
Facts.
look. See, that's what I was gonna
I
argue
can't
with.
I like that.
I feel like okay, and this is my only, and I'm only saying this again just to be devil's advocate, but in America here, from what I understand, the divorce rate is 50%. So half people that get married, they get divorced.
They said it was
bit
62
afterwards.
last time I checked.
There you go.
Ooh, coming with
Higher than that.
stats.
So we gonna say 50 to be conservative. But,
Yeah, yeah.
but I would say the people half people that get married, they get divorced afterwards. So I feel like obviously what we doing now ain't working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If it's
you out
62.
here wild and thinking I got the choice to do it. I'm gonna do this and
so
that.
I feel like I ain't saying we should just dive into arranged marriages
Oh, no,
because
no.
whatever makes sense. But I feel like and that's what they did back in the day. It was like, look, your daughter, you know what I'm saying, she growing up, my son getting older. It makes sense, you know what I'm saying. We finna get this money together type thing.
That's how they brought
kinda how it
kingdoms
worked.
together.
Yeah, it was just like, look at Romeo and Juliet. That wasn't arranged, but yo, this family over here, they got, let's say they got cattle, and this one over here, they got, you know,
They
the
got
land.
land, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like, this makes sense. Let's
We're
do
gonna
it.
bring the
You know what I'm
families
saying?
together
Like,
and we're gonna take care
right,
of
we
it.
finna own it up. We
Now,
finna run it up.
if it's my son, I can arrange. But if it's my daughter, man,
But I'm saying, because okay, see, I see what you're saying. Like, I see what you're saying, like that.
Like, he
as a
don't- he
man.
ain't no baller.
But right, but no, what I'm saying is like, you know, the dude with the daughter or whoever it is, the family, they got to make that choice.
Right.
I feel like I ain't saying we should just go with it, but I feel
they're
like
usually the ones that
definitely
get sought
something
out,
we should
too.
look into going forward. Because you know, let's just say your daughter, she bring home a motherfucker like PGF Nuke or something like that.
my
He
God.
come in with a ski mask. Like, what's up, pop? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be happy about
Not
that.
even. It was
Look at
cracking,
her
yo.
like,
You got some food.
hey, check it out. You be like, come talk to me real quick. Let's talk
Some
to Pop.
dirty G Fazos.
That's a little kid.
Yeah,
Responsible
so
in my
and so-
family.
but again, that's freedom of choice. You know what I'm saying? Because she gonna be like, "Nah, Dad, I take him seriously." You ain't gonna be happy about that.
No.
But if you, it's somebody you work with and they come from a successful family, and you want your daughter to eventually have a successful family, you might not look at that. You gonna probably not be all the way with it just because you don't know them and all that stuff. You don't know the dynamics. But you'd rather have that than her make a mistake. You know what I'm saying? I would imagine.
And I talked to my boss. I always ask him questions and everything. He was like, I was like, how long did you get to like meet her before like it went down? He was like, we talked for like an hour. He said we seen each other like, he's like probably just a day, and then we were married after that.
Oh,
but he's like, I can't see myself with nobody else.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How old is he?
He's in his 50s now. Okay. But I mean, they were married like
what's his
18.
ethnicity?
He's Indian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I don't know. I'm just saying we should look into it. I ain't saying we should, make a law or nothing.
Might look into it.
Clarence Thomas out there, Django.
They're trying to pass some laws.
But I'm just saying that's something we should definitely look into the future, because whatever we doing now is not going the direction it should.
Clarence Thomas gonna find you.
Yeah,
y'all just get that annulment within the year, bro. Just scrub it.
All right, but anyway, speaking of marriage, I wanted to get y'all opinions on this too. Also, what does your ideal wedding day look like?
Woohoo! This is my question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was like, this sort of women anyway. Right?
I'm a small wedding, big reception type of girl. Like, I want a small, intimate wedding with a really bomb color scheme, and a really nice, big reception with all like my family, his family, food, music, just good time. You
want a DJ or a band?
Do want a DJ? No band. I'm not a band type of girl.
Right.
Give me a DJ.
She
with
want
some
R.
good
Kelly to
tracks.
pop.
Okay, look. I need a Vine to sing to me. But it's nice like that.
I feel that. How about you, Develle? What does your ideal wedding day look like? Where is it? Day or night or afternoon? You know what I'm saying? Time of the year, all that stuff.
So I would definitely take my significant other's interest in the heart. But
Facts.
me personally, if I'm getting married, it ain't for nobody but me and her.
No, that's a fact. Yeah,
I'm gonna elope. I ain't doing that.
I feel that. Then what's full name?
Ben Affleck.
Tattoos. Travis Barker.
Travis Barker.
Yeah, him and Shorty eloped, I believe.
Courtney.
Yeah.
I want one witness, because obviously you gotta have a witness.
Yeah, you gotta have a witness.
I don't need a lot of people personally. I mean, if somebody wants to throw a reception and have people over, that's cool. But like, just as a wedding,
yeah,
I don't really like a lot of people. Like,
I feel you. Yeah. So is that?
And I mean, my personally, my aunt and my uncle, when they were getting married, they had a whole bunch of people. Oh no, you have to do it on this time. Oh, we should do it here. We should do it there. They wanted to do it in New York, but I was like, family was like, we can't travel there during this time because your uncle. And so they just got fed up and they went to Vegas and eloped. I was like, whatever, this for us. And I was like, damn, I feel that. Like, I really like that, because it's not for anybody. I love this person. Y'all cool, but this is the person I choose to be with. Like, this for me and her.
Yeah, this for us, right.
But that's an encouragement if she cool with it too, because I gotta,
Yeah.
But that's beautiful. It really is.
I like that.
How about a hot air balloon? Just me.
That's really pretty.
Yeah.
I like how you put this.
Never thought about it like that. Yeah.
So for me, I ain't gonna lie, and then we'll let you go, Prince.
Oh, for sure.
But for me, I would do it like something simple. I wouldn't want nothing too extravagant at a church. You know what I'm saying? In the city. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go far. You know what I'm saying? And do all that. But yeah, definitely just have close friends and family. I would say for me it'd be, because we're in Minnesota, so fall time right before it gets
with the leaves.
With the leaves.
With
That's why I took the time of year too. I wanted to like
Yes.
set the scene. So for me it'd be fall. You know what I'm saying? Right before it get cold. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
so,
will be fly too. Don't forget about that. Yeah, I will definitely.
Yes.
No, that's a fact.
Suited and booted.
I'm getting married in my Concords too. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm lying. I'm gonna get married in the OVO 12s. Those were the shoes I specifically have in mind. So the colors will be white and gold. You know what
I'm sick of this man.
I in my mind, I already see it. Like that'd be the color scheme. We do
I hope she
white
make you put on some dress
roses.
shoes.
I know, right?
Just for the
Stacey Adams on.
right.
White
Maybe for the
roses.
receptions you can have them on, but you got to put some shoes on.
You gonna have the doves flying out, like
white,
a John Woo movie.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There you go. White roses. We would do definitely do a playlist, because I wouldn't want a band either. Mm-hmm. I guess a DJ for the reception, and we'll do it like that. Definitely gonna do the cha-cha slide in there. And, all the traditional
I'm
black
pulling up.
dances.
Oh yeah.
We'll get it catered through a black company. I would do that, like a black catering
See,
company.
I'm low-key jealous now, because
See, you talking about you love them
reception with the
now.
dances.
I'm just seeing like you
But it's
tell me
like
what's
my chick and me though.
I'm seeing it in my mind. Again, this is me. Obviously, I would have to give my.
What's your first dance song?
Oh, I got one.
Ooh,
I Choose You by Ryan Leslie. That's gonna be my first dance song.
What you know about Ryan Leslie?
I love that. I just love that
think about
song.
that.
To be honest, I really love that song.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm gonna choose "Gorgeous" by Jacquees.
I was gonna go. I Choose You by Willie Hutch. That's what I was thinking in my mind. Like, yo, that's always a decent one. But yeah, no, my ideal wedding day would be fire. You know what I'm saying? Family, friends.
Good day.
They parents, my parents. You know,
Everybody
all that.
crying, you know.
Yeah, facts.
My Here Comes the Bride song is all my life.
Ooh.
I'm not walking down the aisle to no Here Comes the
Jamaica
Bride.
Air horn, please. That was crazy.
Definitely, I'm coming out the part at the beginning. I will never find another.
Yo, I like that. I like that. But yeah, no, it'd be a cooler situation, man. Something for the fall time. We sent invitations. You know what I'm saying? We got I have a camera in there with the pink cell phone, you know what I'm saying? So somehow you been
that
invited,
Russian
you know what I'm
hat,
saying?
yeah.
Answer the phone on the wedding day.
Hey, yo,
But
B,
no.
answer the phone,
Right,
fam.
with the pink joint on, with the pink cell
You
phone.
gonna have the
everything.
cameos and shit.
Yeah, it's just
Tell
though. You have been invited, you know what I'm saying? Like my
I have
invitations.
to
So
marry
you pulling
another
up or not?
creative.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's a
definitely
big
have
fact.
to marry another creative because there got to be some stupid stuff on our.
I'm doing some
invitations.
fly. There's gonna be some fly creative stuff in mine, like from the invitations down to what we wearing, like, and the reception. It's gonna be fly. Like it's gonna be memorials for everything, like the pamphlet. Everything gonna be fly. So that's what I got in mind. It's gonna be simple though, but yeah. I'm sorry, Prince. Go
Simple
ahead.
but
No,
extravagant.
sorry.
Me and my wife, we eloped, you know, in the pandemic, during the pandemic. So it's like, we thought the
something.
world was ending, you know. So I was like,
Hey, we gotta get it
Ain't
now,
at the right
baby.
time. He's
Do
like,
it
we might die
now.
tomorrow.
Hey,
But
listen,
Either today or never.
hey, it was right when it started. I said, look, this is the end of the world. This was what they was talking about. It's over with. So
I'm trying to go into heaven with you, baby.
for real.
Talk that.
You know,
Hand in
I like that. so we gotta redo it. We gotta redo it. She's big on like the aesthetics and all that. I just want to make sure that me and my homies we looking good because you know when you see them pictures.
But as soon as everybody
You know
get
what I'm
each
saying?
other
Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? I'll just make sure that we straight.
No, that's a fact.
And it's crazy, you know. I'm more confident now. Like I don't know if you like Gucci Man's wife. How she,
Yeah,
like, she
Keisha.
be having some real provocative outfits. I want to see my wife in something like that, and I want to be secure.
Yeah, like damn, look at
I
my
was gonna
baby.
say I forgot the bridesmaids and all that. And yeah.
That first dance.
Because I remember I seen Plies. This Plies obviously, but he was talking about he want all his bridesmaids at the wedding to have leggings on and
Oh, man.
the love. I don't know about that, but like to me
That's
that's
some
just that's
Plies.
hilarious. Like I don't know. We got out
He
of
said,
dress.
"I want to show."
Sweet
gotta
close
address that
society
man.
thing.
Yeah, if it come in the wedding
Hate
sponsored
that,
by Fashion Nova and Shein.
Talking about running off
You
on
ain't
a
finna do
plug
that to
twin.
me.
That's great.
Like, yeah, Shein, y'all. So Shein, man. But no, that's what's up. So are you gonna, I guess, renew your vows one day and then you're gonna have like a ceremony?
Man, I'm thinking
or-
about soon, but like I said, I want her outfit to be real provocative,
Facts. Yeah.
and then I want us to be super clean. But we gotta do it big because I
Facts.
did the elope thing.
You did it, yeah. So now you like, okay, we can do this
yeah.
too. Yeah.
But just because with me, I'm cool with the elope thing, but she I don't like when she be on Instagram scrolling, looking at other stuff, and
You be like, she getting
women,
ideas.
you know, they
I'm
like
like, all right,
it.
this one was for me. Next one is for you.
Yeah.
I got you.
yeah, you know.
I'm actually glad you said that because in my mind, and I thought about this a lot too, like in terms of getting married one day and having a wedding. I feel like, because you celebrating in the beginning, you didn't really accomplish anything yet. Like getting married is like, it's, you know what I'm saying? I feel
like, all right,
people
cool, what's next?
People should wait to have, like, I guess, like the big wedding until you get like 5 and 10 years in. Because then you actually accomplish something. Getting married, like,
10 years in.
anybody can do that, but you celebrating that's like celebrating getting to the starting line of a race. Like, we can all get to the starting line, get
right.
past, getting to, 5, 10 years in and 20.
And y'all
that's
still
something
going
to celebrate.
strong.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like people should wait to have a big ceremony until they get
Celebrate.
some time in.
Hey, we in.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
I like you helping me save money.
He said that.
He said, "We're gonna wait
Hey,
5
Lucky,
more
give 'em that
years."
bomb.
Put it in the wedding bond.
Yeah.
No,
But
she
I feel
deserved
like
her
it's-
wedding. Give her her wedding.
Hey, no, I like that, but no, I think that's definitely something that going forward that should be
Give her her
to
wedding,
look into and accomplish.
Put
But
her on FaceTime.
but yeah, so look, man, we're gonna take a break. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come back with the factual opinion, the Are They a Legend game. I'm gonna show you how that works, Prince, and then we're gonna do our shout outs, and then we're gonna wrap this one up. So it's the Blue Avenue Podcast, man. We'll catch y'all.
Hey yo, can I have hands on that beat, man?
All right, we back, man. It's the Blue Avenue Podcast, man. And basically, I got the factual opinion for the week. And it's kind of what we was, already kind of talking about in terms of relationships. Basically, I would just say, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're in a bad relationship, leave. Because you're just pretty much wasting your life minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a big waste of time. And I don't know. I feel like, with certain people, they have their problems, with somebody else, and they do a lot of projecting, and that'd be a big thing with people sometimes. So I would just say, I don't even got to get into it, but, if that person always, they got something negative to say, or they bring your spirit down in any way, like, it's time to move on, because you ain't got time to be worrying about what they got going on, and, they always talking to you about this. Like, it's just like, all right, man, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and that's for male and female. If he always, talking crazy about, yeah, dude got this now, and woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be around him. He sound like a hater. Like, why you worried about what this man got? Like, it's like Kane from Power Vibes. You know what I'm saying? He worried about Tariq and what he got going on. Like, why are you worried about that man? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that man business. And it's the same thing for women. If she always talking crazy, like, yeah, look at her weave stiff and all this, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be around her, because that means, she projecting, on somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So basically that's my factual opinion is, not giving energy to the negativity, basically. And that's in a relationship, because that's somebody you got to deal with on a daily. So you don't want that issue for real. But anyway, on a lighter note, we got the Are They a Legend game. And I didn't tell y'all the Are They a Legend, the contestants on
you
purpose.
You like doing that now. Cause
I don't mess with y'all, man. I don't like this. So basically, for instance, I know this is your first episode, and Daija, but even though you listen to the show, basically what we do is we name 4 artists, 2 male, 2 female, and we try to decipher from said albums and chart-topping hits.
Their
catalog, if they're worthy of being deemed a legend. And we do, like I said, 2 male, 2 females. One male R&B artist, 1 female R&B artist, female rapper. Alright, so basically for the Are They a Legend game, what we do is we do 2 female artists and 2 male male artists, R&B rapper, and then for females, female R&B artist, female rapper. And it's hard finding female rappers, so we're gonna need y'all help with that out there to get some suggestions, because it's rough. But anyway, we're gonna start with the male rapper. And
I don't like the way you're smiling.
I'm gonna start with Develle on this one to see if he a legend. Because, this is kind of close to his hometown a little bit.
Don't do it.
Is Duro a legend? Ice cream paint job.
I know.
Cream on the inside.
You know what's funny? It was like a few years ago. When like stories.
Did he change his name? It was like 6'4" now or
something like that. But I was putting, like, when stories on Instagram first came out, I don't know if how the algorithm works or if they just do it.
Yeah.
I was putting stories out and I would like see who's watching it.
Yeah.
And he was watching them.
Yeah. See,
and I clicked on it and I was like, it's really him, blue checking on. Yeah. I'm like, what this man
watching? Deshaun was watching my stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I got the screenshots and everything. That's a fact.
I screenshotted it too. I'm like, is this man really watching it? Is this like PR team or is this Instagram actually doing it? And I'm like, yo, like, what ice cream paint job doing?
But yeah, watching me. I'm just somebody in Minnesota.
I'm like, yo.
Yeah. So
with that being said, do we?
I'm talking about music. Music is we're gonna keep that's the rules too.
Hey,
musically, they're legends. Not what they did on TV, movies, nothing.
We talking about music catalog. Hey man, ice cream paint job is a bop.
It's a good song. Yeah, they got a couple too.
I'm trying to think. All I know is
That's all I know. Too.
so.
You've probably heard the other song,
It's
but
like Trinidad
they
James. All you know
didn't
is
hit.
all go with everything.
Yeah.
Give me one.
Trinidad James is
Man,
fire.
Trinidad James ruined.
But Molly,
Gold all in my chain.
he ruined Molly for sure.
He
Pop the Molly on
definitely-
Swing. Pop the Molly on Swing.
He ruined work. I can't listen to it straight.
Oh yeah.
Him and French Montana.
Oh, yeah.
But
we getting off topic.
we going back to Durrell. I'm gonna
Okay,
say no.
so Durrell.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay, is Darrell a legend?
I like Duro.
You like Darrell, but is he a legend?
Not a
though?
legend.
Not a legend.
Not a legend.
Hey, he had a bop. We gonna give him
See, Ice
that.
Cream, he had another one too. And yo, you can look it up. He had B Simone in this video. Early B
Shout out to
Simone.
B Simone.
She was in this
definitely
video
shout out to B.
as a
Simone.
video vixen. I'm gonna show it to you afterwards.
Yeah.
But yeah,
She's
so
tough.
with all that said, absolutely not. He's not a legend. Yeah, but Ice Cream Paint Job in like I think it was 09.
By no
Slam,
means.
fire.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember Lil Wayne.
And that
did
was
it
that
on the
moment,
No
too.
Ceilings.
Oh, yeah.
I think
yeah.
he remixed it.
Oof.
Yeah, he's like, I'm all this ice
And
cream.
you already
pretty
know
like
the
sprinkles.
sprinkles.
laws. If Lil
Why,
Wayne
thank
hops
you.
on your if
Yeah,
Lil Wayne
listen,
remix
that
your
was
song,
one.
it's his song. So
Facts, yeah,
sorry.
that's a big fact.
Yeah.
But no, shout out to you, the road, but not right now, not today.
Keep watching my Instagram stories though, bro.
Yeah,
Shouts out
facts,
to
do
the
that.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying? Pesty Prophet, right? All right,
love
Khalid is Khalid a legend?
Location?
I like
Location.
Khalid.
That's tough.
I like
Yeah.
Khalid.
Yeah, that on the way
Hey,
with
he got some bops.
Was it
I
Black?
don't know. A legend though.
I wouldn't say yet because it's still in
Yeah.
that. Remember
It's
we was
still
talking
in the
about Bruno
process.
Mars.
Yeah, for sure.
He young, but if he come out with a solid 2 more albums, he
Might
he
be.
definitely
So
in
you
better
said
choice.
no?
I'm gonna say no, but I like
Okay.
him. I like him. No shade.
Friends,
I love Location.
me too. It's a great song.
Not a legend yet.
Yet.
But he will
That means he has the
Okay.
potential.
He will
Alright,
be.
He a young
Sure.
voice. He killing it.
Yeah,
tough.
that's a fact. He from Texas too. We naming all
And
Texas.
he's
people.
bringing back R&B.
Oh yeah.
Deja, how about for Khalid?
I don't
No?
think so. Not yet. Just like everyone's saying. I think he does have the potential though, for sure.
Yeah.
He's becoming a
That's
household.
like how we kind of, well, I ain't gonna compare him to Bruno Mars, but we was having that argument too. Because I was saying Bruno, he is to me already.
I said
Bruno,
no.
Bruno doing this thing.
Bruno, the young prince.
Yeah. No,
The next
that's
prince.
a Snapple fact. All right, this one, I couldn't find no female rapper, so please don't,
here
kill me
we
for
go.
this.
I'm
But
dead.
I'm gonna start with Deja. The female rapper for this week is Kaya. My neck, my back, Kaya.
Nas is-
I think she might. I think I would consider her as a legend.
Whoa,
that's true.
hey, drop a
She
bomb on
low
that,
key
Lucky.
cold. Like
Kaya, my neck and my back.
nobody who doesn't know my neck and my back.
That's a
Who
That's a
doesn't know
drop a.
that?
Give me the Jamaican arrow for that. That's actually a great point. Yeah, that's a good one.
I actually mistaken her for Khalees, so that's my bad.
Khalees. No, Kaya, my
I
neck and my
said
back.
Kaya, and I was like, wait, that's not milkshake.
Nah, not milkshake. Is Kaya a legend, Prince?
I agree. I have to piggyback again. Yes, absolutely. I mean, like she said, that man, listen.
My neck, my back.
You gotta know that song to even be in a culture.
You're right.
Unfortunately,
Nah,
you
that's a
gotta know that
Snapple.
song.
That's a big fact. Yeah, that's true.
You gotta know
Everybody
that song.
going
But okay, see, look, this okay, and I'm gonna let Develle go next too. But this is what I don't like, right? We just went in on the road talking about ice cream paint job in one song. But Kaya got one song. It was a great song, but one song. We ain't do that for the road. Like, hey, ice cream paint job, it's culture. It is though.
It depends
It is,
on the
but-
cultural impact of it. I think.
Look, hey, okay, so is Kaya listen to you? I'm saying hell no. 'Cause
I'ma
if we
say
don't do
no,
that,
but-
thank you. Okay.
But my neck, my back has a bigger cultural impact on black folk in the
Man, listen.
culture than Durrell had with ice cream paint job.
That's a part of the culture. You
It's
gotta know
definitely in the South though. Durrell's like heavy in the South with ice cream paint job because they just roll around with the slabs.
I'm
But
gonna let Jed,
It's not a
because we
North.
need a tiebreaker. Usually I go to Lucky. Is Kaya a legend?
my neck,
My neck, my back.
and my
Yeah, it don't matter. Yes or no? It don't.
that. You might have
My neck and my back.
off of one song
I don't
though.
think so.
Thank you. Okay, so she's not a legend.
Thank
though.
you, Jed.
Tiebreaker.
Shout out to Jed.
Yeah, shout out to Jed. Usually, like I said, we'll have a odd number of people in it, and somebody be the tiebreaker. But yeah, it don't matter. But no, Kaya not. Listen, like I said, we gotta be fair. We gotta have some type of some balance here. Y'all just came at the road like, oh, I like the road, but nah.
But he's like, I want
Not
that same
everybody-
energy on Kaya.
yeah, listen.
Just like the artist said, it's not everybody knows that song. It's more prevalent in the South.
Yeah, for
so.
sure. I mean, not everybody know Kaya. There's a lot of, like, I would say Black people
We
know
all
Kaya.
just went around this room and we all know that song, right?
Yeah, black people know. I feel like
Oh yeah, black people.
yeah, black people know Kaya. That's what I was like. I don't think. I think they know Kaya for her podcast now. I don't know- I
Wasn't
don't remember
Kaya
the
like
name of it.
busting it open
We're gonna
over
go
the
back to
internet?
Roseville and see if anybody else, any of the white folks know. So,
Hey,
and
dude,
then we'll
who's
let you know.
that?
I don't think they know Kaya, but okay.
My
Forget
neck
about Kaya. I'm sorry. Let me go to the next.
Wasn't she busting it
female.
open on some video?
Oh Lord, was
Kaya?
Probably.
Yeah, I think
So-
she had.
She been doing crazy stuff on social media lately.
Yeah, she be wild.
She started.
She did like it
she
was a
stripping.
provocative photo for sure. Out
I
there.
don't know about photo. She was busting it open over somebody's tub.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I just remember she was going at it with Saucy Santana and like they was, she from Florida originally, I think. So they was like going at it on some like Instagram beef. But whatever, that's besides the point. The female singer for the week is K Michelle, and I'm gonna throw it to Prince first. It's K Michelle, a legend.
Drop on her songs. Tell me one of her songs.
That's your answer right there.
Look, see, you don't know. Look, forget about Love and Hip Hop. I'm talking about just music. Is she a legend?
Man, no.
Thank you for being real. All right, Daija, you know her songs.
I
it
do know
sounds
her
like.
songs, but I don't think she's a legend.
Okay, I definitely don't either. Develle. Nah. All right, for sure. So we're gonna run through it again.
I know who she
Is that
is.
the one who got her teeth done?
Everybody getting their teeth.
Right.
done.
You gotta be
bad.
She
I
got
don't
her
think so. I'll
booty
show you a
done.
picture in a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna go through them all again, and we just gonna confirm what we already know. So, all right. No, it's like
Keisha Cole at first.
Keisha Cole's out. All right. Okay, so all right, we just gonna go through it one more time, just confirm. You know what I'm saying? What we have for the RDA Legend game. So we all agreed that the Roe isn't a legend.
You did.
All right, Khalid.
He still got respect.
Not yet.
No.
He got the
Pending.
potential for
Pending.
sure.
Says pending on
If you don't
Khalid. Okay.
drop off, start doing videos, smoking crack. all
We
that,
agreed Kaya collectively isn't a legend.
Right.
collectively.
Collectively. K Michelle isn't.
Nope.
All right.
Man, we finna have 4 no's in a row. Yeah, you
Yeah,
rolling.
man, that's the first one I think we never had them all.
At least have
They said
one.
no. See, look, for the
Skip
next
your
one, we're
list,
going to do
though.
groups, and I can't wait to hear your opinion on those.
There you go.
But anyway, we're going to do shout-outs. I'm going to let Develle go first. You know what I'm saying? We got a shout-out, bro.
I was like, who we do next? For the legends, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's groups. It's a group edition.
Yeah.
Y'all stay tuned.
Shout out. Basically, I want to shout out my longtime bro. We basically came up together, teenage to we've known each other our entire adult lives. My boy CJ, we done been through everything together from old school, walking everywhere without a car, no bus, sneaking on the bus, 50 Cent in there and everything like that. We just been through everything together, and I still kick it with him heavy, and hopefully our friendship goes for a very long time. But yeah, shout out to my boy CJ all day.
Yeah, shout out to CJ. You know me.
Yeah, you went to school with me. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember CJ. Prince, go ahead, man. You got any shout-outs you want to, let the people know where to reach you at and all that?
Man, first off, Prince Kumi on all platforms. Simple. Prince Kumi on all platforms. Man, shout out to y'all, man, for having me as a guest, man. What y'all doing is beautiful. It's remarkable. I love it. Man, shout out to the Guru on our platform. He just came back to work, fresh off of suspension. So, you know what I'm saying? Get back to work, have a good time, man. Hey, man, listen, if y'all looking for something to do Friday night, make sure y'all check out The Exchange, man. Casamigos on me.
Hey,
Don't do that.
Let's
I
do
come
it.
get one.
I'm definitely gonna pull up for that.
Let's do it.
yeah, that's the right way. All right, Daija, you got a shout-out.
Shout out to my friend Ree. We've been friends since, I'm gonna do a friend shout out. You know. Shout out to her. We've been friends for a long time, since 9th grade, Edison days, She just been a real ass friend. I just linked with her over the weekend, and she just still doing her thing, being in the working class for sure. Shout out to me.
That's
Follow
a
me on
big fact.
IG at _Daija_. That's DAIJA_. Oh, and shout out to the host. Thank you, Jermaine, for having me.
All day, every day,
for sure.
already.
All right, Develle, I wanted you to shout out your IG too, because
Oh yeah, shout out to your boy Pesty Prophet, Pesty _Prophet, PESTY_. Better
You
know
gonna
how
put
to
it.
spell
You
Prophet.
gonna put it at the bottom right
Yeah.
there next to him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be right there. So I'm gonna do that too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow me on IG and the podcast IG. It's gonna be right here somewhere. Hopefully, Rich Homie Bomb. That's 2 H's, and then Bluehill Avenue Podcast. The E is missing, and then there's a podcast after that. It's the underscore. So y'all make sure y'all tap in, go to the website and all that. But anyway, I want to shout out a couple people. Yeah, grab the merch. I'm wearing, an exclusive one. The breast cancer. I'm wearing this joint. My man, what I'm saying, he got on the Blue Avenue Podcast, repping for the team. But anyway, there's a couple people I wanted to shout out real quick. Shout out to Rank the Podcast. They had us on their IG and let everybody know to follow our podcast. So shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the love. I also wanted to shout out Voyage Minnesota Magazine. They did an article on us a while back. I just sent it to you, Daija. Yeah. They showed love. It was random. It was actually through Tony, the guy that owns a studio here. You know what I'm saying? He threw me the alley-oop, and I slam dunked that. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Yo, shout out to Tony, bro. I appreciate that.
LeBron and Wade.
He was like, hey, I know a fire podcast. Y'all should interview him. And they was like, word? What's the email? They definitely tapped in. We did the interview, you know what I'm saying? And we was locked in, you know what I'm saying? Like R. Kelly. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? That was a fire interview. I appreciate y'all for reaching out. And we still on there on the website. So that's all love. But yeah, man, I guess, shout out to the camera guy, you know what I'm saying? Jed.
Shout out Jed.
Throw his stuff in there too. You know what I'm saying? It's been a crazy episode. I'm happy to be back. You know what I'm saying? We got some more on the way. It's the Blue Avenue Podcast. I think that's everybody that y'all got off what y'all needed.
Yep.
All right, cool, man. Well, yeah, that's the Blue Avenue Podcast, man. Y'all be safe and say no to hard drugs.
Shout out to
All right, we out.
Blue Avenue.